Right. All right. So I put the.
Sales team's going pretty much.
Oh, nice. All right. I put the. Let me just see one thing. 1 second. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I
what we
put
changed
the
here
one
is
here.
cost of hardware. We set it to 1 instead of 0. That way you actually get a cost.
All right.
Now the next thing we need to do, go back to general again. And I'd like you to go to additional charges. Oh no, that's not where you set it. Go to cabinets. Sorry. Cabinet setup. Your cost per handle and knob is right here. I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
All right.
So that takes care of that. File save, and let's see if we get our handles and knobs back. And hinges, obviously. Oop, that's KCD pricing, so that one already works. That has nothing to do with what we were doing. No, it's fine.
You're ahead of me here.
I've been doing a lot of this lately. It's starting to catch. There you go.
Well, at least it's Friday, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably it's
And
hot up
next week
there
is our
too.
show week. Exciting, exciting.
Oh my God, you're heaven sent. Jesus.
There you go. I'm sorry, I thought we were setting up brand new pricing. I was going to teach John how to set up brand new pricing, but John,
You can give me a quick demo if you like. It would actually be nice if you want to do it.
if you want to do a square foot pricing or something like that, absolutely.
Yeah, we can do one. That way I can learn. I'm actually learning myself, you know.
Okay, not a problem. Let's do it. So you are cabinet pricing primarily. So I want you to click on KCD pricing at the top, on the left-hand side there. KCD pricing.
Oops, sorry.
List. There you go. In the bottom left corner it says make a copy. Go ahead and make a copy. Call it whatever you like. You may want to say that it was the demo or whatever makes you happy. Alright, that's okay. It takes a minute to copy.
So he's making a copy of what's existing right now.
Nope, he's making a copy of the base KCD pricing.
Yeah, because
Okay, so then when we change it. Okay.
you can't edit the KCD pricing. That's why you gotta copy it. I guess that's the
Oh,
reason.
that's what the exclamations are for. Got it. Okay.
Oh, one thing I had a question about it. Let's say I finish all my little things down here and I want to get rid of these things up top, or I want to move it to the bottom. Because you see, like on the right hand side, here's my contract here. I don't even use these. I don't know, is there a way we can remove it or hide it or something, or we're pretty much stuck with it?
Leave them there. I'm gonna tell you why. If someday you need to make a fresh copy and do something custom to it, you have a fresh copy to work with. I don't like removing those because, okay, chaos has happened, you need a fresh copy to start fresh, you can't find it.
But there's a way of doing it, right?
There is, yes.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and edit your method. Alright, so we are looking at the introduction page. The first place it tells you to go is General. General Setup. You can first set the material name for this price list. If you care, by default it says Red Oak, but you can call it whatever you like. Okay, that's the name of your material, White Shaker 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, now, you personally, do you price by materials and labor, or do you do just a by the foot cost per type of cabinet?
Well, this one we can do different, and we can do it by the square footage, because Kent gave me the cost per box and stuff. So this one I wanted to do it by a square footage, I guess.
Alright, so we're already on option number 2, by the foot cost, so perfect.
So
Yeah.
quick question. By square foot cost, is that you take the height and then the width, you multiply it, and then you divide it by 144, and then you come up with how many square feet a cabinet has? Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
You can also do a cubic foot, which would take into account the depth of the cabinet. I don't know how technical you get into your pricing.
Yeah, no. Trust me,
Okay.
figuring out the square footage is very advanced for me already.
Oh, we could simplify it down to lineal feet.
No, no, square footage is good because I do countertops and I actually price countertops by the square feet, so it's nice.
Okay, yeah, this one's gonna make the most sense for you then. Cool. Alright, right now, we have a 0% markup. Those number ones mean whatever you enter is going to be our square footage cost. We are not increasing it by a set amount immediately.
Usually you increase it because of what? Because of waste or something? Or why would people choose to increase it?
I see customers put a markup every year of maybe 1 or 2% to counteract the cost of inflation or the cost of materials. Instead of filling out the whole thing all over again, they'll do 1.02, for example. And it's a
So
2% increase to
1.02.
account for to account for the fact that, okay, when I set it up it was right, but now I'm kind of losing money on materials. I need to increase this price.
Now the Chinese guy is mad at us, so alright.
Yeah, I've heard that one more than once.
Okay, alright.
But for right now, we'll leave it as 1. We're going to set things accurate to today. In a year from now, 6 months, if you need to increase it, this is just a quick 2%, 5%, 10%, whatever it is.
Nice. Okay.
But the next page we need to go to is going to be General. Hold your mouse over General. Let's go to drawer setup. Sure. Your drawers. This is going to depend on how you want to see things. Do you want to include the drawer box cost in the cost of the cabinet, or do you want them listed separately?
Oh, this is nice. So let's say if the guy wants like a metal drawer or maybe a wooden one, dovetail and stuff, then I can price it differently or something if I have different options. Is that's what it is?
That's kind of the point, yeah. You'll be able to see, okay, drawer box cost as a separate line item. You know, you did a base 3 drawer, and the drawers in total will now cost $70, let's say, just because of the sizes.
Oh, okay.
Whereas before it would just say your base 3 drawer cost whatever square footage you set plus the $70. So now it looks like the cabinet is just $70 more expensive.
Alright. So this is actually for the drawer, the box, whatever it is. And then this one here is for the glide, right? That metal thing that goes on the side of the drawer.
Correct.
Do you want
And again,
to
you can see
include?
it wrapped into the cabinet cost, or it can be a separate line item.
Oh my God. Alright.
Some people want everything line itemed out. Some people want everything combined in the cabinet, so the customer can't say, why does the drawer guide cost, $24 each?
Talking about
That's what they really cost.
picky
but-
customer here, Jesus. Alright. Okay, so the pull out is the stuff that goes in the pantries, right? Those things that go in the pantries.
Yes, those are the things that they basically simplified drawer boxes. They don't have drawer fronts. They're not usually the same construction as a traditional drawer that you see on the outside of the cabinet.
Wow.
But some people build them the same. It's dealer's choice at that point.
Do you want?
Can I jump in with
Uh-huh.
a question? Ray, I think this is true. Chelsea, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you had a client who wanted a specific way to build things, you can set up this price list to their name and set it all up so that anytime they have a job, you can price it the same way for that customer.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have
Well,
like
that's
a
the
cabinet
name of,
shop or something, right?
Right.
Okay.
So that's the name of the price method in general.
Yeah. So that's why when I did that pricing there, Rice Shaker too. What I meant to do that is my second vendor that I get that I do White Shaker too. So that's why I put that number 2 on there so I can identify who is this stuff for.
There you go.
hmm Yeah, because you could save the price list as many times as you want, as long as you keep clicking that copy button, and you could name it
Copy,
whatever.
yeah.
That's why
Exactly.
when you saw mine, I have a whole bunch there.
Cool. So yeah, that was from my knowledge too. So thank you guys. Thanks.
Oh yeah,
So, okay,
we're all
so
learning together.
do you want to include, okay, costs? All right, so now we're talking about pricing. Oh,
Yes.
on the pull out.
And you can keep following those down. Do you want them lumped under one cost? You said no. Do you want to combine the cost of the drawer guides and the pull-out guides under one cost? Usually that means they cost the same.
Wow. Do you want to do the glide or your drawer box?
It depends how you want to see those prices.
Yeah, I guess this is for companies that have like a lot of different options, right? Like they sell Blum, they sell wooden drawers, and Jesus. All right.
Alright, moving forward, here's our pricing. So, do you price the drawer boxes as a fixed, a square foot, depending on how you calculate your square feet, or by the cubic foot?
Yeah, usually I take like the biggest, well, you know, trust me, I'm no expert whatsoever, but I take like the biggest one, like a 36 wide, and I figure that one out, and then I just put a fixed price, you know? And then, you know, if I happen to sell a small one, hey, I'm making more money.
That's fine. We have a lot of customers that do that. So, if you want it as a fixed price, what is it?
Let's do
For the
35
drawer
bucks.
box.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go to the casino this weekend, so I'm gonna sell each one by 35 bucks.
I'll be wise. No, I'm kidding.
Do you,
I wouldn't notice the difference.
do you want to figure out? Do you figure out price of your drawer glides as a fix? The glides is the stuff that goes on the side, right? Those metal things.
Yep, the tracks.
Do you want the price as a fix? Okay, so yeah, so this one usually it should be fixed price because of they're all the same. All right, so this one, yeah, that's 15 bucks, I guess it is.
Don't forget, you can always come back and change it later.
Spice drawer box per drawer. What is this, like that spicy thing that you pull out and there's a whole bunch of little shelves inside?
Actually, no. We have a spice drawer wall cabinet. They are tiny little drawers. You're supposed to put felt on the underside, and they slide in and out. You can completely remove them. They're not real drawer. Well, they are real drawers. That's not the word I was looking for. They're not tracked drawers. They are
Oh
just
my
little
God, yeah,
boxes
they're-
that go in and out of the...
And they fall out. Yeah, I hate that stuff. All right, so let's price this one 200 bucks so no one buys it.
Gouging. No, I'm kidding. Alright. If you do L-shaped drawer boxes, what are their prices? If you don't do them, you can set them to 0, and then anytime you see drawers on a Lazy Susan, they will have 0 price. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we don't do this.
Okay.
So on all of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a 45 face. The last two that you just did, Lazy Susan 45 angle front. Do you ever put a drawer in a 45? Can
No.
you? Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
yeah, set them to 0. That way you don't get a funky price in there.
All right.
Alright, coming on down. Do you price your pull-out boxes as a fixed or square foot size? Cost.
Probably a fixed price. Usually this
Okay.
one we do like 70 bucks. That way people
Okay.
don't go crazy on it. Pull-out drawer.
Are the glides a fixed cost as well?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Wow, this is
15
great.
makes sense or no?
Yeah. Yeah, the Chinese man's happy with this price.
Alright. The next stop we're going to take is go to General, please. We can go to panel setup if you actually do the decorative panels, or we can just skip down to additional charges. It's up to you.
Oh, this is, yeah, if you can
These
give
are
me just
side
a
panels.
quick way here because I noticed this screen after it was all done. Yeah, so just give me a quick way of doing this.
Okay. What do you want to charge per square foot for each of those types of panels?
Oh
It
my
doesn't
God.
matter if it's a left, a right, a back panel. What do you want to charge for your time to get that panel in there?
Yeah, usually 20 bucks or something. Wow, that's amazing.
20 bucks a square foot?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Also, whenever I put
Some people
something,
do different ones just because some are more frustrating to create than others.
yeah, usually this one I'll put 5,000. That way, if someone clicks on it, it's like a custom unit or something. That's the way I know. Like, oh my God, don't sell that. Instead
If you
of
want to, you
taking
can
off
set
of
it to
the.
999 or 500, whatever will cue you in to say, no, don't do that.
Wow, this is cool. Okay.
All right, general additional charges,
All
tax and
right.
installation.
Yeah, this
That
I
one's
had.
very important.
Very important. Okay.
Go ahead and set your state sales tax for your cabinetry. I don't know what yours would be. Oh, it's 7%, okay. Change the label so it's a 7 as well. Okay. Now, you can do a separate cost for installation. Do you charge for installation, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. The next question down, is your installation taxable?
No.
This varies by state. I have no clue. Okay. All right. Now, you can do number of units in general. You can set it to just the number of cabinets, just the number of base wall or talls, number of everything on the job. Usually we do total number of units because there is an installation charge for panels, the same as cabinets, the same as everything.
So let's say if I put the total number of units and there's a little piece of a scribe molding that costs $5, it won't matter. You would still charge that one, right?
The molding is not actually a unit. Molding is priced separately up above.
Oh, that was a tricky question then. All right, so yeah,
just
number of units.
anything that has a unit number on your design, not including things like if you put a blender on the counter, like as a design feature to show what a blender would look like sitting on their countertop.
Mm-hmm.
It does not charge them $70 for the blender.
Wow, amazing.
It is smart enough to know better. Next, $70 per unit. Okay, cool.
And
You
just
can
ignore
also
this
set
one?
up.
What is it? Oh, this is for the like a crown molding and stuff, or what is it?
No, this is a charge on top that you can set for either lineal footage of all units, square, cubic footage, however you want to do it, for installation. You can set it to 0 if you just want to charge a straight $70 per unit, or you can actually make use of that and say a $1 per lineal foot or something to make sure you're covered. You did do $70 per unit though. I'm gonna guess the 70 would have been sufficient.
I see.
It's up to you though.
I'll leave it on just to see what it looks like on the total. Okay.
Alright, we're done with our pre-setup stuff. The extra charges that you see, this is something you can do to set up a markup for staining. If you hate staining, or you need to charge a little bit extra because of the extra time, you can set up an additional charge for that, whether or not it's taxable. You can also set up here to do a discount. Maybe you have a 5% veterans discount. A lot of my shops do. They can set that up here.
Yeah, I should
They'll
charge
take
them
5%
more.
off the set. Well, that's up to you.
Okay, will not. All right. Mm-hmm. So where would this option be at later, or is it gonna be right on there? Or you
It'll
should-
be right here. So before you go and make your pricing, you would come back here and turn it either on or off.
Oh, so
Most of the
these
time you leave them off, and
oh,
then
wow.
okay, today you're talking to a veteran. You're gonna give him the 5% because he talked you into it. You turn it
Oh,
off,
I
and then
thought
let
you
it
needed
go.
to have like a master key to get to this screen. No, anyone that has the key with the pricing on it can come here and mess with this stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. So I could pre-make this and leave it all no, and then the salesperson will come here and then probably activate for that customer only.
Exactly. And if you label the extra charges, the veterans discount, the staining charge, the, I don't know, extra lacquer finish, whatever you want to call it, or
Oh,
whatever
wow.
you're doing it for, and you can control what you're taking on or putting off, or
Oh, okay. That's why
multiply
there's
that price.
so many. I was wondering, like, I'm like, Jesus, how many can there be? But I see I could put like a student discount here, something extra here. I see what you're saying, and then they can come here, activate and deactivate whenever they want to. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just by clicking. You did have a few that are already set up that looks like they'll add. If you wanted to double check that, see like this
yeah.
first one.
Oh, but it's
They're all
$0.
zeros. Yeah, they're all zeros. But okay, I just saw the yes and thought it would charge extra.
Yeah, I think it came by default.
Why
or
don't you
something.
set it to no just in case that extra charge one? That way you don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. You get some that are taxed. There are some that are not taxed. If you need extra ones taxed, we can custom change some of the lower ones to become taxed, or we can just add in more options.
Jesus. No.
Okay. I just figured I'd offer.
All right.
But let's move on to cabinets. We want to go to cabinet setup first. This is the most important page.
Really?
In my opinion, yes, because you're going to be telling KCD now, I want to charge by the lineal, square, or cubic foot. Change that to square because you told me you wanted square.
All right.
Next, additional square foot charge for adjustable shelves. So if you want to, you can add an additional square foot charge per adjustable shelf in a cabinet. I don't know if you want to. Entirely up to you.
So let's say if I want to, what do I put here? Addition.
However much you charge per square foot of adjustable shelves.
All right, so let's
$2,
put.
$5,
Okay,
$1.50.
$2. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I sell a lot of cabinets, believe it or not, like 100 kitchens a month. But I'm just learning like how to make a cabinet now because I'm used to the like Chinese cabinets where everything comes already made. So like I don't know how much a shelf costs, you know. But I thank you for like at least saying like a price, and I'm like, oh, okay, $2 a foot. That sounds right because you buy a piece of wood at Home Depot at $1, and then you cut it, probably stain it, and then you stick it in there. All right, so $2 is good.
Exactly. Additional square foot charge for finished sides. Some customers add a little bit of extra square foot charge on the finished sides because they need to be nicely done.
Yeah, we always do it. Yeah, because some like a lot of times we screw them in, but on the finished sides we use nails or glue or something so people don't see the like the screw hole. All right. Percentage. This is nice. So this is for to paint the inside.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So if you take the doors off a cabinet, it'll automatically upcharge the $2 per square foot because you do have to do something on the inside. That's what you're saying.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh wait, no.
No.
Percentage upcharge. Oh. That would be 200%. We don't want to do that. What that's asking, it's saying percentage of upcharge. So maybe a 1% upcharge, 0.01, or maybe 2, because it's going to be a little more frustrating to do. You want to be paid for it.
All right.
All right. Do you price fillers by the foot? If no, there will be a dollar amount to represent the total cost of each filler.
All
That's
right.
a yes or no.
So do you?
Fillers are going to be priced on the other pages. It's just asking, do you price them by the foot or just a straight number for fillers?
Yeah, I think just a straight number. We don't want to go crazy here.
Okay. Your knobs, handles, and hinges price. Prices. Excuse me.
$5. The handle is 6. Hinge. All right. Yeah, $2. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's go to cabinets next. Again. Go to wall cabinets.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's saying per square foot. This was originally set up with lineal foot in mind, so that number is going to be kind of big. But for your standard wall cabinet, just a plain box, what do you think the charge should be per square foot of that type of cabinet?
All right, let me
Ballpark.
see. 150. $30.
Okay. Put the number 30 in there. Let's leave the rest of them where they are for right now. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to start by looking at the cost of your standard wall cabinet. With a predictable size, we'll draw a sample one on the screen. If the price looks good to you, cool. Then we have a great number to start from. If it's too low, too high, we come back, we change this until our regular plain wall cabinet looks good. Then we know how to answer the rest of these questions.
Got it.
So, let's go to cabinets one more time. I want you to do the same thing for your base cabinet.
This one?
Plain vanilla base cabinet. It's saying 150 per square foot. I'm sure that's expensive. Okay. That looks good. File and save. We're going to now close pricing. We didn't touch molding or doors quite yet. We will get there. What I want you to do. Price for that cabinet number 1. Let's see what it costs so far. That has a drawer, a door, base cabinet, $30 per square foot. It's 21 inches wide, 34.5 tall. Let's see if this number looks
Got
good or
5
bad.
square feet on that bad boy.
$269.80. It has 2 finished sides. Does that sound about right? Are we in the ballpark?
I don't know. Oh wait, I thought we put 30 bucks on there. If we put 30, shouldn't we just multiply 30 times 5 and it should have been 150 bucks? Or where do you think you got that? Because it's 21 times
We also have the
34.5.
drawer box. We also have the drawer tracks. We also have your handles and hinges on there. We also have, it's not a perfect 5 square feet. It's 21 by 34.5. That's not a perfect 5 square feet.
Oh, I see. Because
That's
then
why
you
you're
got
getting
you
pennies.
got because
Oh,
it has
and your
a.
installation and finished ends. Oh wait, no, installation's further down. I'm sorry, but finished ends.
Wow, this is crazy. I didn't even know this thing did all this. All right. Wow. So I see, because it has a drawer, so it's charging that drawer thing that we put. It's charging those lights. 30 bucks, so that's 150 plus 30 plus this. I guess it looks good. Or maybe, I don't know.
If you feel it's too expensive, we can always back it down.
Alright, let's back it down. Let's see what happened here. So go to here, edit. So it was a base cabinet. So this is 30. So then we have to see, where did we put those lights at again? I'm sorry.
Drawer setup. Everything to do with drawers, general, drawer setup.
Alright, so that would be 150. So 150 plus 30 plus 15. That's 200 bucks. And where else did it get more pricing from, you think? What is this? Oh, that one doesn't have a pull-out, right? At least I
No,
don't think
unless
so.
you put one in there.
So when I do the math here, it's coming out to 195. What do you think happened?
All right, don't forget, you added square foot charge for your
Oh, I think
shelf,
for
the
the-
finished sides,
I think we did the finished sides too. Where would we go to the finished sides?
cabinet setup.
Oops. So the finished side. Found it. But is it that expensive?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, okay, $5 a square foot, so that will be another. So 5 times 5. Oh yeah,
Just
times
square
2.
footage
Yeah,
on the 2 sides.
5 times 5. Yeah, I see. That's already 250. I see. So that's how we adjust, right?
You can also drag down just the overall cost of the cabinet because you've already got so many other things. I guess dragging the pricing forward.
Like
I
here,
was just
right?
going to ask something like that. Yeah, like make it 27 or 25 or something. That way
Exactly.
you can Chelsea.
Yep.
That way it still adds in your other fees, but you'll bring the price of the cabinet down a little bit. Okay, that makes sense.
Some people don't bother with all the extra charges. It's a flat they'll do $50 per square foot, but they have no installation, they have no this, no that, no the other thing.
Oh, look.
See? A lot
Wow.
more reasonable.
This is amazing. All right, what's next?
There you go.
And let me ask you a question. It is doing that base cabinet that's in that job
Yep.
that we can see. Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing on the job, it looks like, to me.
Right.
I remember we put the hinge. Oh, here's the hinge. All right, two hinges, yeah, and the two handles. So on the
And if you have a really big
handles,
door, it may jump up to 3 or 4 hinges, depending on how big that door is. So on a pantry with a 90-inch door, you might have 4 or 5 hinges.
on the
Remember
handles,
that as you move forward.
on the handles, I remember we put a set price. So it doesn't
Yep.
matter which one they pick. It's always going to be that price, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, actually, those are all handles, but some of them are knobs. The ones that say knob are
Mhm.
actual knobs.
Got it.
The knob price is different. We did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the knobs are a hair cheaper than your handles, but that's not always the truth. Sometimes they do the little crystal knobs, and those are more expensive than a little wire pole handle.
So
I
let's
have
say,
little crystal knobs in my house.
oh, I see. Over here on the, I named that summer night. That's too funny. All right. On the handles here, what does this number 2? That is the count of handles. That's what that is, or what is 2
Correct.
here? Oh, so it's
You have
telling me
2
two
handles.
handles. So if we want to know the price of each, we just take this, divide by this, and it should equal
Bingo.
6. Wow, that's crazy.
And then the total cost down at the bottom includes
And the
sales
good thing
tax,
about here,
installation,
what's
door
his
box,
name
all that
again?
fun
I
stuff.
forgot. What is your name? I was gonna show because you
His
could
name
write.
is John.
Yeah, John, you can write whatever you want here. Well,
Oh, cool.
yeah, you know what I mean. So that this is cool because then the people, then you could change this. So if the guy is being a dick or something, you put $30 here, and then you recalculate, and you see it changes.
I didn't see anything. Nope, I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're doing. No. Mm-mm.
So this is like you can do it real quick, just in case you want to do it. Maybe you want to write something else here. This you could preset it, but you can add it. Like here, this one is was our test, but we have like a minimum job something, and yeah. So this is cool that you can do like a little something quick right here, and
That is cool.
yeah. So you can put here, I don't know, so you don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. All right.
And whatever you change here, do you know if it changes it back
No.
in the price list? Or is
No.
it just for that?
This is only one-time use. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You don't close the window. You have to save it somewhere. Yeah, or else like if the guy shows up tomorrow, you forgot what you did. So I guess this is something just on the side or something. All right.
Alright.
This cabinet wall. So same thing for pantries, I guess, right? The square footage.
Exactly. Come up with your plain vanilla pantry cost first, whatever it needs to be, and then the wall oven with the 2 doors, that's a little more frustrating to build. I'm gonna say another $5 on top of it.
What
the
is
corner
this
wall
here?
oven, I'm gonna
You-
say $10
you-
extra or whatever.
Oh, I can. Over here is saying this. What does you can? Because I know we did the setup by square footage on that other screen, but here you can charge only this section by linear foot, or what is this?
If you wanted to, yeah.
This
you could
is
change
nice.
it to be something separate. Maybe your pantry or your tall cabinets are going to be lineal foot instead, because they are, you always build them at least to a certain dimension.
All right.
It's just the width that you care about at that point, and X dollars per lineal foot instead.
Right, and it's almost a full sheet length, so
Exactly.
you could charge them for a full sheet, even though it's going to be a half and half. For
Oh,
each
I
side.
see. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So
So
then,
you're covering your waist, yeah.
oops. Where are we going now?
Look at Ray. you're wheeling around in here now, huh?
Exactly. You can go to miscellaneous. That's some of our other parts, like the wood hoods. When you design them, you can assign them a cost. Stemware holders, the legs, the casters. Yeah, all of our valances are represented. What was the
And, so
oh,
this-
if you're in frame cabinets, you can also price for the face frame beading if you actually do that. I know that's usually an upcharge when you start into face frame beading because that's, another thing you have to do.
Wait, so how do you go from frameless to frame? And where did you see frame here? I'm sorry.
Come down, let's see. It's not here, I think it's at the bottom of this list. Down, all the way down. Okay, right here. Pricing for beaded face frames.
Oh, okay.
Or you can either do by number of beaded openings, just a square, or just a flat frustration cost, or you can say video footage of beading. You frustrate me this much, so it costs this much. That's honestly what I think of when we say just by number of openings or something like that. It's frustrating me this far, therefore you are going to be charged.
Got it. So this is really for like a custom shop or something.
Yeah.
All right.
But if it's something you offer, you might want to think of how you want to charge a customer for it, if you're even going to upcharge for it. You don't have to.
Right. All right.
Alright, the last place you want to look is your doors and your moldings. Oh, there's closet units as well if you wanted to, but
Yeah.
not all your keys have closets, so. All are different types of doors. You can go to door setup to start with. Do you want to include it with the cost of your cabinet, yes or no?
Oh,
If no,
that's
it'll
nice.
come out as its own. There you go.
Okay, so then all that previous setup we did will be strictly for boxes, and now we would set up the doors.
Yep.
That's nice.
So when you hover over doors, it's all our different categories. Just like you see them when you go to add doors to a job.
Yeah, I'm
They're in
that's with
roughly
this
the
screen.
same order.
Mm-hmm.
There's the raised panels, the flat panels, the plain glass.
So let's say
doors.
this one here I don't do. So the way I got rid of it is I just put it here really expensive.
Yep.
Is that the only way to get rid of it? Is there a way to delete this item altogether?
You can set it to $0. If you want to, then it won't price at all.
But it would show up there if like someone chooses it, or it would
It
disappear?
is still going to show up there, yeah.
Oh, so
We're
it's
not going to
better.
remove that completely because it's still part of KCD.
Yeah, so usually it's better for like $1,000. That way, you'll
Yep.
be 30 grand for a cabinet.
You could even put a little letter X in front of square glass 12 panel to even cue them in on the name that, no.
No?
You can even write the word no or a little X. I see a little X most often. Customers will put an X before the name of the door. It signifies to them either A, I don't do this, or B, it's a custom order.
Wow.
X marks the spot.
And this is
Just
all
a
the
very-
other doors, right?
Yep. And we realize you may not use some of these doors. The super high cost will prevent you from buying it by accident. The little X might tell you not to do it. Whatever makes the most sense for you.
Alright, this makes all kinds of sense. Alright, where else?
And then molding is crazy easy. Molding is just one to the right. Ta-da! What foot lengths you charge by.
8 foot usually.
There you go. How much you're going to put in as a waste factor, it's going to be a decimal. So if it's 10%, it's 0.1. If it's 5%, it's 0.05.
Like this?
Okay. And then when you go to molding, you can see all of the KCD versions. The band, the cove, crown, square. See?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you made any custom...
And this is pricing per linear foot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pricing per square foot wouldn't make much sense.
No.
If you hover over molding one more time. If you made any custom molding yourself, you made your own profile, yes, it goes right there. User molding. Ta-da! We have some in here. So there's a T32 Cove Crown. I think those were free-handed by one of our tech support people at one point. These are just like custom designs we made.
So if I make one, it is gonna show up here?
Yep. And you can elect to give it a price, or you can leave it at $0. That might cue you in that that's a custom order thing.
Alright.
But that is it.
What the heck
That
is this?
product libraries, those are the tablelegs.com, Adams White Plains, White River, the different table legs and rosettes and
I see. Mm-hmm.
all our little deco items. And that's it.
Wow.
So, Ray, if I understand correctly, you put that, whatever it was, $25 or $27, and it made a better price for you. So you do still have to go through those other cabinets based on that $27 and set prices
Yeah.
for the other cabinets that, 25, there you go. Okay, I just wanted you to be sure of that. So if you make another cabinet, it's going to be based on these prices that are in
Yeah,
the
like
field
this
there.
one here, I bet is hard to do, so probably this one we have to do more. Yeah, I'll go through them later.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the Lazy Susan you were talking about with the drawer before. I never seen it
With the
before.
drawer,
Yeah.
God.
Some people do an L-shaped drawer, so I can't see how they do it though, but I've heard of it. I don't know how the drawer would come through that opening.
I
It's
know.
a lot of wasted space is what it is.
Yeah.
Forget about
I
that.
wonder why bother, but maybe that's just me.
And look at his price is $444 for that button.
Yeah, because it's a ridiculous item, but at the same time, some people want it. I see why it exists, but I don't get the utility personally.
Wow, this was amazing.
I learned a lot.
Okay, one thing here. Okay, so let's go to Summer Nights, and we're doing the. Okay, so I will click this, and then my granny will show up there too.
I'm glad you know what each one is just by the number.
Oh,
I'd
that's
never be able to guess.
a square footage, 25, 29, whatever the square footage is. That way it's easier to do it.
I see what you're doing. Oh, and I like how it says minimum 8-7. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see, said the blind man.
Yeah, so I have a minimum of 35 square feet. So if someone just wants to buy the base 12 with a granite, will come here manually and change this to 875. That's why we do it here. Because, I'm not going to cut a whole slab to do that little piece. So that's why I use this. So this number has to be bigger than the one on the right. If it's not, they have to fix it by hand. Hey, if they want to
Okay.
buy it. If they want to spend. All right, so where is the installation here? Oh, God, I'm blind. Oh, here it is.
The last line there, 71.75 for just the one cabinet. That feels a little high to me, but that's also, you might be factoring in what it costs you to actually put the thing together. Man hours.
Yeah, and plus getting sued by the condo association, ramming the truck into the lobby. All that's calculated very carefully into that $70. Believe me.
You can throw in a bunch of extra charges to, like, itemize installation instead. Typically, people just group it under installation, period.
Yeah. And I don't know if you care about this, but the way I changed the contract here, how do you do it the right way? I'm sorry, if we wanna edit what the contract says.
Oh, unclick your unit pricing method on the side there. Press make copy. Oop, click that again. Press make copy in the bottom left. Give it a name. Custom contract, whatever. Yeah, okay, press OK. Now click on that 22 my contract, please. Press edit. Ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
Here's a clean copy. You can write into it you might want to get rid of the part.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
All right. Yeah.
it looks like somebody just modified the regular base KCD one. We tend to recommend against it just because it gets messy.
Yeah, I know, because I put a whole bunch of stuff here. If you want to see mine, it's around here somewhere. Which one is mine? I forgot. Oh, cabinet invoice.
Press edit.
Oh, yeah, but it's going to be a mess.
Oh.
Because it's really long. You see how many I did?
That's all right. Hey, that's fine. You need to be as obviously clear as humanly possible
Yeah.
when you're talking about a contract, so I completely understand.
Oh, cool. All right.
John, if you have any insights or other things, go ahead.
No, I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah. And then the granite stuff is, I think, I forgot how we did this. Oh, yeah. So the granite is, I don't know if you did this one, but this is where you put how much per square foot.
Mhm.
And this is for the backsplash. And this is for the full backsplash. And yeah, I think this is the tile. I think I put expensive here. But the granite is very fast, you see. hmm
Well, there you
One
are.
thing I noticed on the granite, quick question. Countertops here, right? I'm gonna put the 4-inch backsplash that came with the software. I'll put it up here like this, right? But now I do this view here, but the backsplash doesn't show.
Correct, because it's vertical, not laying down horizontal.
And there's no way to lay it, right?
No.
Yeah, and the
What
way
you could
I
do
figured
instead
it was
is
this
use
way.
regular countertop, the standard C-top. Oh no, because it's not going to collect the depth. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I changed the depth to 4 inches. So
There you
when
go.
I created, yeah. All right, so that's the only way, right, for me to do it that
Yeah.
you know of. All right, sounds good.
Because usually the backsplash is not countertop, it's tiling.
Yeah.
I can see why it doesn't go out. I can also see why you would want it to go on.
Yeah, because you see here, I put a
It's an
slab
interesting
on
point.
here. I put a slab. And then I can actually do the placement. Oh, God. No, I forgot how to do it. Oh, I do, sorry, this is if I want to charge an extra slab.
Oh, okay. I see how you did it.
But if I'm trying to put a placement on it, let's say I'll put a placement on it. I'll do here 120 by 70. And then if I go like this, I can do the placement.
Ah, smart. And actually, if you right-click where you are, anywhere really, you can show all dimensions. It's the fifth one from the top.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
find that is usually the most helpful, to show all dimensions. I'm not sure why it's not automatically already on, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one.
Most countertop guys want to see all dimensions.
Yeah, let me, how do we get rid of this? A quick question here. I know Kent told me how to do it. Alright, so I got the base 21 here. But when I'm going to print, let me see here, the girls are complaining about this, floor plan. You see, when I go to print, it's not showing the B21, and I remember, I think it did it before.
Close out of here.
Alright,
It's
alright.
actually unit code. So
Hold on, I want to take a video of this besides the thing that I'm
you're
recording.
still on video. I can see the red line.
I know, but I want to put this one here because this one I'm trying to fix it. Alright, so how would we do it?
Two ways. Go back to print for a minute. I believe it's on the print window as well. Print drawings, yep. And, oh, it's just number or code. You have to change it in the actual setup. All right, hang on. Press close. Sorry. We're going to go to change. Edit system. Down the bottom.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Starting the video over again because I'm going to send it to the girls over there. Alright, so edit system.
We're going to edit startup. Oh, bear with me here a second. I don't remember if it's in Would you want this at all times or just when printing?
Oh no.
Remember.
Oh, I see. I want to see it
Go to
here and.
printer. Yeah, so
Print.
there you go.
Uh huh.
That's where we do it. Right now it's set for unit numbers. You can do unit codes.
Where do you see that? I'm sorry.
Oh, to the right of your cursor. Drop down arrow.
I've been looking for this thing for a week. It just it wasn't here.
There it is.
It wasn't
You
here.
can do both.
Yep. You can do both. You can do with dimensions. It just gets very cluttered very quickly. I personally suggest either just unit number or just unit code.
Let me
If
just
you're
see.
going to do both, just be careful on your placement. So go ahead and preview it.
Oh wow, gangster.
When you print it out, it'll be easier to see. Right now, it looks very, very small.
Yeah, I'm gonna print it out and see. Oh my God, yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that thing was hidden. I was looking for it everywhere. I remember I did it with Kent, and that was it.
It's not a common request, and usually it's a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Yeah.
You do it once, it's perfect, you get a new computer, you can't remember how. I get it.
All right, that's pretty much it, right?
That's all I can think of. John,
Yes.
fellow cabinet man, is there anything sticking out in your mind that he needs to know?
No, I think he's well on his way to setting prices.
Ducky. All right. All right, Ray. Is there anything else I can help you with that you can think of in this moment?
No, that's it.
Alrighty then, you have a good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, Ray.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
É bom assim quando a pessoa não está no box, né? Tem gente que fala, você pergunta uma coisa,